Hello, my friends. The guys, I'm already giggling here. This is really pretty interesting. And if this is real, wow, this is huge. But you know what? Something feels kind of right here. And so, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family, what we're looking at here is out of third phase of the moon, which is a super cool channel. It does really interesting, wild work. And so you're looking at a face that's down in Antarctica. And boy, does that look like a face. Does that look like a face to you guys? That looks like a face to me. It really, really does. And when I saw this face, I knew I had seen it before. And here's, I'm going to give you the question. Are we looking at Enki? Is this what Enki looks like? You know, if you guys are not familiar with the Sumerian legends, Enki is the Sumerian god that created man, along with Ningishita, his son. They created man, and the first man. And, are we looking at Enki? Now, why do I say that? You who have been with the channel for a long time remember probably Allison, who is a very talented, and I don't know, she'd mind me calling her a psychic, intuitive. But anyway, she does this technique where she puts water in a bowl with some crystals, stirs it, and she could take spirit photos. And the photos that she has, shared with me have been just incredible and amazing. And I haven't made all of them public. A lot of people freak out about this. I think it's all demons on the other side. But anyway, one of the things I had asked her, I said, can you take a picture of Enki for me, the Sumerian god Enki? Can you try to get a photo, a spirit photo of what he looked like? And so she did, and this is what she got. So when I asked to see what Enki looked like, this is what the photo came back. And if you look at this, don't you see that this is very, very much like the Pope hats? And we've covered that before. So, how, the papacy and everything, they're giving homage to Dagon, the fish gods, and Enki has been associated with that. And this is the photo that came back of Enki. See the eyes, see the nose, see the cheekbones, wearing some sort of royal robes, as we can see. You can see this is a pretty clear photo, don't you guys think? Look at that when we get up in close. Now, when we look at what the third phase of the moon looks like, very similar. Does it not look very similar? And you got to wonder, how far up does this go? Is he still wearing a Pope's hat? It almost looks like even the same clothing could be there. What do you guys think of this? And so this is the video, spirit photos. And the way it was phrased too is Enki-Jah. So it giving perhaps that it's connected with what we would call Yah or Yahweh. But again, Ea is the original name of Enki. Enki is a title. Ea was his name. Ea. Yah. And then Enki became Lord of the Earth, and that's what Enki means, is Lord of the Earth. Interesting, isn't it? Because he's also thought to be corresponding to the serpent in the Garden of Eden, and things are twisted around in the Garden of Eden story. And so here we see, and this is the original video, so you guys can watch this too. I'll give you the link. And we posted this April 23rd of this year. So it was about 4 months ago we did this. So looking at that face, looking at this face, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Are you looking at the face of an Anunnaki? And what is this Anunnaki? Because Anunnaki means those from who the heavens came. And I was made aware of this through Godlike Productions, which is a forum where people share a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of BS on there, and there's some stuff that's pretty damn cool. And so out of here, you see that the title of this thread was Disclosure Pleadian Face in Antarctica video, along with the coordinates. So you could check for yourself. So this is what this person is saying. This is an ancient artifact which has been altered in appearance by temperature and wear over time. It's millions of years old, and it's the face of a Pleadian elder. When we first built it, it looked very much like us, very beautiful. The huge raised area is a structure used for galactic force meetings and landings all around. The bases still exist here, and there are tunnels beneath that open to luxurious rooms of crystals, very high tech. Snow melting has caused erosion. We intend it to be seen now as part of disclosure. And so, third phase of the moon doesn't link to the source of the original discovery. And it says it has incorrect coordinates, but when I followed the coordinates, and so this was taken off of a Twitter post, which was taken over here, messages from the family of Tegeta, and it's a Pleadian Collective Galactic Federation of Light. When I plugged it in, the face is there. See, it's backwards. But you see the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It is right there. So is that just an illusion, a regular rock formation? And I'll have the coordinates for you guys as well as the link over here. Or are you truly looking at the face of a Pleadian elder? Again, Annunaki, those from whom the heavens came. And some think that they are interdimensional. Well, we are interdimensional too. We just don't realize our full abilities. And some believe that they are basically a little bit more warlike Pleiadians, or you could think of them as the warrior class of the Pleiadians. And the Pleiades is talked about in so many mythologies. There are so many native indigenous people around the world that say that, yeah, we come from there. But there's also legends that say that we come from Lyra before that. And then there's even debunking going on the net where they're saying, well, the Pleiades are only like 150 million years old. There's no way that we could have started there. But again, the Pleiades is a cluster of stars, and there are many, many stars that are contained within. And it is interesting that we orbit Alcyon, which is one of the Pleiadian central suns, and it is an interesting fact. And perhaps, there is the thought perhaps we are part of a binary or trinary system even. The fact is, we haven't been given the truth. We haven't been given a clear view of how things truly, truly are, and they've been covered up to such a degree. And even the thoughts, this has been going through my mind a lot more lately. If those that are in charge of the earth now do not really have humanity's best wishes in mind, would they not portray perhaps the ones that came and brought mankind so much of its knowledge, taught us many things? Would they not portray them, if they were at war with those beings, in a negative light? So again, all the things that we're discovering with the Sumerian mythos, perhaps we're getting truths, but again, getting led down the wrong path as far as a complete understanding. Because, obviously those that are in charge now, they've been trying to hide disclosure as much as they can. And there are those that don't even believe in life anywhere else but here, because they're so indoctrinated into the system and so saturated with that fundamentalist mindset that they can't open their minds because it'll just ruin their paradigm. But yet we see there's so much evidence all around us. There is much more to be learned. And again, if you want the truth, you got to go within for yourself, because your consciousness is powerful. And you could reach out and actually communicate with beings through meditation. And of course, you've been made to fear that with the fundamentalist mindset, because those in charge don't want you communicating with anybody that could actually tell you how things really are and the truth, because they have their illusion going on, this world of Maya that they've draped this veil over us, thinking that we're so isolated and thinking that, we're all alone in this and that there's only, one perfect doctrine, one perfect dogma. And yet that's the way they control us. When really, if we go within, we could even communicate with beings that are all around us in all different levels. But so many people fear that because they've been so indoctrinated to fear that. But that's how we discover, by actually having direct communication. And so, what do you think? Do you think we are looking at the face of Enki, the face of an Annunaki, the face of a Pleadian elder? When we look at these other prophecies, they all state for the most part, and when you look at the indigenous people of the world, that the benevolent beings that were here in the past that guided us and helped us when we were in the golden age that have been gone, they're coming back to initiate a new golden age. And so it's pretty interesting to think of that as we see perhaps the signs of disclosure growing all around us. What do you guys think? What do you think of all this? Again, is this the face of Enki, Ea-Enki-Jah? Is that what we're looking at? A Pleadian elder, an Annunaki? I am really looking forward to your comments on this one, my friends. As always, like, share, subscribe, click the bell, get all notifications. And again, thank you so much for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon as we go through these tough times, and definitely are feeling the weight of the powers that be in basically demonetizing everything they can and trying to slow the spread of all this knowledge, because we are going to have a new world here, and we are going to have a new reality, and it's going to be a positive one. And one person said in yesterday's comments, it's never going to be fixed right until God comes back. But if we wait thousands of more years and don't do anything, what good is that? We are the ones that have to make the change. We have to change within. When we get in harmony with each other, get in harmony with the planet and all the life on the planet, then we will manifest a beautiful, positive world of a unity consciousness, that's heart-based and heart-centered. We have it in us. This is our destiny. We are co-creators. And we just have to basically grow up and start to take the reins for ourselves and start to realize our power and our destiny, and that we can have a positive world right here, right now, if we just start to manifest it and start to reach out to each other in love and benevolence. As always, my friends, God bless. Namaste.